20 laps. Round number 8 of the DIRTcar eSports Chevy Performance Street Stock Series is underway with Card and Cochran leading the field down the front straightaway. He'll lead him into turn number 1 20 times around, $100 to win. Let's find out what happens.
The majority of the field trying to migrate to the top for the most part. Jackson prefers the bottom, though. Jackson nearly takes the lead. Here comes Jordan Gage with the one down the straightaway. Gage stays along the top of the racetrack. Bit of contact for Gage from behind. Jackson, meanwhile, gets pried off the bottom of English. 3 wide for the lead coming to the end of the first lap. First lap led by Gage.
And not a good lane choice by your pole sitter, Card and Cochran. He falls back to the 4th position, but how about Holden English rolling the bottom, and the yellow is going to come out and kind of ruin the race we had up front. We got 4 cars piled up in turn 1.
It started a major chain reaction, essentially, because both Franks and Richard both started spinning around as a result of that contact. The thing is, for Richard, he split a track chase. You see right about here, once they make that contact, guess who's the first driver he hits? Jim Rivas, who ended up struggling at the end of his heat. Clifford Bellamy also gets involved. They just having essentially a track block towards the back.
Green flag is back out. Good restart for Jordan Gage, looking for 2 wins in a row in the Chevy Performance Street Stock Series. Down the front straightaway, here comes Tyler Jackson. Does he run the bottom? Yes, he does. The 822 gonna try and roll the low side. He gets good grip off the bottom, takes the lead for a moment, but Jordan Gage, big run, but the caution is out again. This time for the 18 of Jason Best, and well, it looks like Best, oh my, this is actually 2 separate incidents. They wreck in front of Jason Best, but at the same time, he runs in there and gets into the side of Jim Rivas and crashes himself.
Yeah, I'm going to have to take a look from Stifler particularly, as well as Miskolci, because that's where the first incident that sparks the rest of all the craziness is, once we get the run through the DIRTvision.com replay, like we are now. Already a lot of words being exchanged by some of the drivers, because essentially, Miskolci had someone riding his back bumper down the front straightaway. That was Bailey Hip. The thing is, Chase, Miskolci, I think, took that as he was hoping to get a bit more space, maybe was expecting Hip to stay on his back bumper all the way to the corner in terms of lines. The thing is, Bailey Hip decided to back up and stay at the bottom. The thing is, Miskolci at that point seemed to be consistently work trying to dodge and scramble about. Essentially, if you're going from speeds of 90 miles per hour on dirt, Chase, down to about nothing. And this is where that comes in. There's the slam up the road. There's the slams coming in for the checkups and carnage. And they all have to slam the brakes to avoid getting significant hits. Rivas finishes the job and spins around best.
Green flag off the corner, and a good restart for the number 10 of Jordan Gage.
Gage building up a couple car lengths, in fact. The separation. Jackson already under attack. Check up now from Cochran as English tries to tuck to the inside. Valley gets bumped along. Holbert gets into him. They check apart on the bottom of the racetrack. The Yardbird and Thomas drives around the top to get around them. Gage, meanwhile, up at the very front, runs away from the craziness. Tyler Jackson now under attack for second.
Yeah, look at Card and Cochran roll the bottom of the racetrack. He'll go by for P2. Jackson has that momentum. Cochran allows him to go back around him on the outside. Cochran going to miss the bottom this time in 1 and 2, though. Holden English will hit the bottom and tries to get up alongside, but it looks like the bottom, especially in 3 and 4, is very, very fast. We saw Cochran run it very nicely. Now he's going to miss it, and Holden English looking to go by him here for the 2nd spot.
English not making it easy, though, in that side-by-side. Jackson, as a result, able to get pulling away and pulled off to second. This time around, coming up to halfway now, 10 laps to go. The interval a little bit tighter. It was still quicker for Gage, but the caution is out. One driver flipped upside down. Lone Franks, as a result of the incident, is now in the pit lane with a tow after having to flip upside down as a result of contact with Miskolci and company.
Were his fault, I would say, but this one definitely not his fault, as the 93 Miskolci just spun out right in front of him, and Franks was on the bottom and got pinched into the wall.
Well, when you look at the DIRTvision.com replay, though, might have to take an air angle if we can here, because it was a little bit of a tight line where Miskolci tried to run the middle, but Franks tried to dive to the very inside. The thing is, though, if you look a little bit more from here, yes, right here specifically, look at the line. Franks tries to stuff it around the bottom. Miskolci slams the door as they're side by side, slams the door to the point where they go into the wall hard, And up and over goes Frank's Jason Best. Gets his front clip destroyed. You're not going to gain points as the caution flag is back to green, and they're too wide of the back.
Yep, green flag back in the air, and they are racing down the front straightaway. Let's see what happens. They head back into turn number 1 and 2. Jackson now goes to the top to try and build that momentum up. Holden English, the first car on the bottom. Down the back straightaway, Jordan Gage still has it. Coming around this time, might have 3 laps to go from Williams Grove.
And a bit of a bump and a boot from the inside line, helping English. A lot of grinding, though, at the very middle of the pack. Several drivers starting to rub against the walls. Down to a few laps to go here from Williams Grove. Gage trying to pull away. Jackson with the send. Can't get to the inside again of the 10 machine. English is now side by side for second. The Rally's car, the Big Buford. Back single file for the entry to the corner as Holbert tries to follow on behind to the bottom.
And Holden English trying to take over the second spot. He's got it for a moment off of turn number 4, but Tyler Jackson drives back around on the outside. Remember, second paying $75 tonight and $50 for third, so a pretty big pay difference from third to second. Holden English trying to take that $25 away from Tyler Jackson. He's got it off of turn number 2.
And a big send, keep an eye from the 76 last time through the corners. Holbert now trying to go for his send. Jackson goes defensive towards the middle. White flag coming up this time by. Still 2 by 2, a couple rows deep on behind the leader Gage for the white flag.
It looks like Jordan Gage is clear and in control of this one. The race for second, we don't know who's going to be there coming around to the start-finish line. Gage has it side by side for second down the backstretch, side by side for fourth down the backstretch. 4 cars going for second into the final set of corners. Off of turn number 4, Jordan Gage is going to win 2 in a row. Second spot at the line. Who's going to be there to crash across the line? And Tyler Jackson's going to get second over Holden English with a huge wreck behind him.